Silver bells, smash the like. Jingle bells. Hello, everyone. Tom, aka Nostradamus. I am the Bombus. How's everyone doing today? What a weekend. Hopefully everyone had a good Thanksgiving weekend. Whether or not you, hopefully that doesn't make a lot of noise. My OCD's kicking in like crazy right now. I did make some mic changes this weekend, so let me know how that works out. I'm trying to, constantly improve the stream, sound quality, video, this, that. Let's get my eye drops off the screen. I don't need you fixating on that. Like, what is that he's got off on the corner over there? How is everyone doing? Let me know how the sound quality is. I did play around with it. It should be no matter where should all be pretty much normal. Even if I get excited and start yelling, it shouldn't get too crazy. It shouldn't blow your eardrums out. Anyway, what a weekend. Like I said, hopefully, Joseph in the house. How you doing, brother? Hopefully you all had a good weekend, whether or not you celebrate Thanksgiving. I know that's awesome. Whether or not you celebrate Thanksgiving or not, I believe Canada, your Thanksgiving was in October, right? Didn't someone forget who told me that last week? I think you guys celebrated yours last October. It's that grind though. It's awesome. You should have called up my ass earlier, Kresmer. No, I was watching the stream. I was watching my stream from like last week, and I'm just like, man, this is awful. If I have to buy new equipment, I'll have to buy new equipment. I want to give you the best production on the planet. All right, getting into that grind. Ooh, I gotta tell you, almost had to change my title to Paper Nuts. Getting close. I gotta tell you guys. Man. Brent in the house. How you doing, brother? I gotta tell you, I was walking around. I don't know, I was making some lunch or something yesterday, and I checked my phone. Crypto's kind of doing its thing. And all of a sudden it starts dumping. Are you getting? No. Great question. Brent's asking if I got shaken out of 88. Great freaking question. So. Man, I wanted to, honestly, this weekend it was crashing and my diamond nuts were shriveling up. And I'm just like, man, all these big YouTubers lied to me. Where's my $300,000 Bitcoin, right? Where's all this money I was promised, these millions, these 50Xs, these 100Xs, these thousands, and the price is crashing. I'm like, is the bridge over? Is the party over? And so the big concern on my head is I made good money, but everything's invested in the market right now. So I'm going to owe taxes, right? And I'm trying to avoid this situation where I owe like 20, 30, 40, 50 racks in taxes and I don't have the money to pay it, or in order to pay it, I'm going to have to liquidate crypto. And if crypto's at rock bottom prices, I don't want to liquidate my crypto. So that does weigh in heavily on my decisions right now. I drank a little bit of, I don't know what I'm trying to say, testosterone man juice or whatever in my paper nuts. Well, what helped my paper nuts is the price of crypto out of nowhere started going crazy again. But it kind of alludes me to what I was talking about last week about watching your size. You got to watch your size. If you start getting too nervous when these things happen, maybe you got too much in it. I know I got too much in it, but that's just the decision I made. I'm going to keep my hood up too. Actually, let's see how it looks. My ugly ass head, I shaved this. I didn't shave, I trimmed, and I got this ugly ass round head. I need my goatee to grow back out. It gives me more of a less ugly round head look. All right, let's hop on over to let's hop on over to Tastyworks. Nigel in the house. How you doing, brother? ever thought about renounce and moving somewhere more tax friendly? Yeah, I think about that from time to time. Excellent question. Let's move over. I'm not sure which one. I think I got Tastyworks up over here. So, bro, bear market. Oh, you funny, Trezor. All right. So, yeah, no, I've thought about it. And I've even thought about like Canada. I mean, look, I have nothing against paying taxes. I have nothing against paying taxes. You know, I'm not benign to the fact that the country does a lot of great things for me, this and that. ADA will pull an eagle. Look, yeah, go to the moon. You mean go to the moon when that TVL comes? Man, you guys are gonna, I keep thinking I'm gonna try and make these streams shorter, but you're gonna have me spending 30 minutes on ADA before we even get to the title. I discussed ADA big time in the last video. ADA will pull an eagle. Cardano has so much going for it that's unreal. And in my opinion, you know, not financial advice, gotta do that, not financial. Dude, Cardano is going to the moon. I truly believe Cardano has the best shot to become the #1 crypto. I think it has the best shot to become the #1 crypto. DW, bro, get on with it. What is DW? You freaking millennials and your acronyms. All right. Stock market, you know, the flu. One is better than 88. I love them both, but I'm more bullish Cardano. And I know that's gonna tick a lot of you guys off, a lot of you guys. I'm a Harmonaut too, but I think Cardano is going to be. Man, they're making. You're gonna see more Cardano. Just brace for it. But you know what? If you join me, we'll make a lot of money together in Cardano. The time is coming. The time is coming. Think of Ethereum. I mean, most of you probably weren't around when Ethereum started getting DeFi, and I'm kind of an asshole for just even saying that because I wasn't either. But you know, I've read and I've heard a lot of things. Ethereum had a lot of problems in the beginning. It wasn't just all sherbet. What do they say on Super Troopers? Sherbet and rainbows shooting out of your ass. I forget what he says. Anyway, dude, it wasn't like, it took a while, right? And Cardano has a really good technology, some of the best engineers on the planet. And the way they do things, it's slow. It takes a while, right? Everything they do is based on research papers and peer reviews. And so a very university-like scholar system that makes sure that these systems that they're implementing are going to work and they're going to come out. Everyone assumed smart contracts, Cardano's going to the moon. Well, the problem is the wallet and the Plutus application backend. The Plutus application backend right now is, I'm going to make this quick. We'll try and wrap this up quick. Is in beta now. Charles even did a recent video on it, the security of decentralized apps and this and that, and be careful, right? Anyway, that's coming. Sunday Swap's coming. Like I pointed out numerous times, a lot of people misunderstood what Sunday Swap said. It's all coming, and with this will come TVL, and with the TVL, the price of Cardano will skyrocket. There is a lot of coordinate. It's unreal. The coordinated FUD I've seen in Cardano, it's unreal. There's venture. I think a lot of it comes from the Solana camp. Where's my boy Fortnite? How's AstroSwap doing? I haven't even looked at that. 9 cents. Ooh, shit, son. Maybe it's time to buy that. Maybe it's time to YOLO into that a little bit. I'm going to take a look at that. I've never really understood AstroSwap's vision, to be quite honest. How are you the first DEX on Cardano? Right? I mean, and you're trading on Binance. Like, that made no sense to me. I mean, that makes sense to get your coin out there, but how can you say you're the first DEX? Sunday Swap's going to be the first DEX. And I can't freaking wait for Sunday Swap. There's going to be a ton of opportunity. All right, so Joseph is, but does ADA use sharing? He means sharding. Is it scalable? Excellent question, my friend. Excellent question. Yes, so one of the great things, a few of the great things about Harmony One is Harmony One does have sharding. It's already implemented. they say they can scale, I believe, to like 10 million transactions per second. I don't know that we need 10 million transactions per second anytime in the near future. And whether or not that's, dude, people, these chains will say things, and whether it comes to fruition or not, it's all back in the napkin math at this point. Any for MCC on one yet? What is that? So Cardano, Plutus application backend's coming. Sunday swap is coming. Their super scooper system is already like 200 to 1300% more faster than Uniswap version 3, according to Napkin Math. The sharding, what Cardano is going to have is called Hydra, and Hydra is a scaling system. Dude, what they're doing, they're very smart. They're taking their time. There's going to be offloading of these transactions, a Hydra system, a multi-head Hydra, right, from Greek mythology, I believe. And it's supposed to scale up to 1 million plus transactions per second. And it'll probably come, this is their primary focus. Right now, getting the Plutus application back in is coming. Hydra is their primary focus. By Charles, it is coming, and it'll probably come out before Ethereum's sharding solution, which is Ethereum 2.0. Missing whole 20. Yeah, well, so Brent is saying smart, but missing the whole 2021 bull run. Unfortunately, and that's the thing, man. Like, and I brought this up as a potential concern that missing the bull run is a concern for Cardano with their timing. That is the potential, right? I think the bull run's going to last longer. We'll have to see how it plays out. I do think things like the Cardano TVL explosion coming pretty soon could help extend the bull run. I think, what is it? The stupid, what is the big Bitcoin trust? I'm brain farting right now. The big one, Grayscale. I think they're up for the ETF around May, June of 2022. Hopefully the SEC pulls their head out of their ass, and that can help extend the bull run. A lot more liquidity's coming in, so let's see how it plays out. Anyway, Cardano has, like I said, the Plutus application back in. They have the Hydra, which is their version of scaling and sharding. Like I said, they use peer reviews. They have DAOs. They're probably the most decentralized out there. And my heater's coming on. We can't have that. We cannot have that. Anyway, Harmony One, the markets. Actually, it's real quick, the stock market. So the big news this weekend, I don't know, was it the whales, man? They just make up FUD. I talk about this all the time. The whales didn't want us to enjoy our holidays. I think they gave us a little bit of Thanksgiving, and then Black Friday, they're just like, remember guys, we control you. We're gonna take the market down. There were fears. Variant fears. I'm not going to say certain words. I don't want to upset the almighty gods. One like. Come on, guys. Hit the like button. And I don't want to get political here. I will just say this is how I look at this whole flu situation, right? Dude, I mean, it's like everyone forgot how the flu has worked for their entire life. There's a new variant that comes out, and that's going to continue to happen. So, I mean, that happened with the normal flu, that every year you would get a flu shot, but it doesn't cover all the flus. There's always new flus coming out. It just gives you better protection. That's not going to change. The only thing that's changed is, anyway, evolution and all that. All right. Let's see. I think it's another sign. Let's see. What did I miss? I guess they had a good, smart, missing. Yeah. And, oh my goodness. So Nigel says they use that to scare everybody. I don't know, guys. I'm getting a little. You know what? I don't know what you guys did this weekend, but I had a really good time. I tried to disconnect myself from cryptocurrency. it's been a long year just because, you know, everyone keeps telling us it's even YouTube's in cycles now. It's either manipulation and you're being tricked and you're being fooled. I wanted to make the title of this video, you've already been tricked, and put a picture of like Big Boy up there, you know, promising us 300,000 Bitcoin. And he keeps, you know, not to dump on Big Boy too much, but just like Crypto Savvy, he keeps changing his lines. Now we're going to get to 100,000. There's no guarantee we're going to get to 100,000 by the end of the year. This entire bull run might just have been one big sideways. I mean, we went up from January to like May, but really January to February, and then it was down, then it was back. So from like February to now, we're basically where we were in February. Everyone's talking the millionaire title. Even Altcoin Daily, it was like, you're being tricked, and then this will make you a millionaire. You're being fooled. It just this is market manipulation. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just smart money making money, you know? Maybe it's just the smart money making the money. You painted your apartment. Nice. What color did you go with? So yeah, they got the flu. Like for the last, since I've been alive, you would get a flu shot, but it doesn't cover you from all the flus, right? Variants are going to continue to come out. Variants are going to continue to come out with this new version of the flu. You know, history tells me that, I don't know, how long have humans been around? 200,000 plus years? Is there really a version that's going to come out that's going to wipe out the human race? Yeah, probably not, right? We'll build up antibodies, this and that. So I'm actually a little bit surprised by how much it did scare everyone, right? So it does feel a little bit manipulative. I guess, but not really. I mean, the news has already come out pretty quick, and the market's already turning around. So anyway, how's the stock market doing? The NASDAQ is up 214 points. 214 points. So it's a cruising. Tesla is up $41, 1,124. Riot's doing pretty good. Mars doing pretty good. I mean, all the Bitcoin, looks like Bitcoin. Like I said, this weekend I was making some lunch and I'm just like, Bitcoin starts dumping hard. We were at like 54.6, and before I can even pull out a fork, we dropped like 1,000. I'm just like, my nuts started shriveling up. I'm just like, man, where's this $300,000 Bitcoin, this $600,000 Bitcoin, this Moonvember? Everyone was telling me November was going to be Moonvember, even Plan B, 98,000 Bitcoin. Now all of a sudden we're tanking. I'm like, dude, I just got through the summer. I really, you know, I'm not really looking forward to going back to 30,000, but here's the problem. You've got to be ready. Crypto Savvy has been more right this bull market than any bull. Look at it like that. Over the last, even though he moves his lines and keeps changing his targets, that bro has been more correct than any, like Big Boy, Altcoin Daily, all these. He's been more correct. He's probably made more money shorting. Yeah, so Trezor believes this is a shakeout before the bull run. Raoul Paul kind of has the same theory. He said there would be a big shakeout in December, right around December. There are a lot of reasons this theory could be supported. You know, the big hedge funds need to make their fourth quarterly earnings and this and that, and they can't be as risk averse, but they want to keep the price down. And then come January, they're going to throw the hammer on. These are a lot of the things that I look at, just looking at it logistically and looking at it from like a smart, what I try and view as what's really going to happen, right? I say FUD, but there's also PUD, pumping undeniable. I don't know what acronym but just like there's FUD, there's nonstop PUD. Yeah, right. All these YouTubers are telling us how we're going to the moon. They don't know, and they base it on previous cycles. Even a lot of the smart people that I like looking at, like Tech Dev and Plan B, I look at what they show, and there's a lot of things in their charts that give you a lot of indications that we're going up. But again, these are all lagging indicators. This time is different. It is already different. This is nothing Nothing like what anyone expected from either side. Again, we're basically where we were in February, and it could still go either way. I'm going to continue to hold strong, though. It's getting tough. I'm going to tell you, it's getting a lot tougher. But you got to keep the long-term focus in mind. If you believe in crypto, which I do, it's eventually going up. So if you hold on long enough, we're going to continue to see new all-time highs. It's going to continue to go up a lot. The big plays, the biggest. And I'll probably do a video. You're going to want to stay tuned later for the week. We'll get back into the metaverse. I don't spend a lot of time on the metaverse right now. It's the same thing too with YouTube. Everyone's metaverse this will make you millions. This metaverse token, that metaverse token. I'm going to take a much closer, harder look at what I believe is going to happen with the metaverse. I'm not the channel that's going to try and show you, some garbage ass coins just because it says metaverse, right? Everyone's every gaming crypto out there is a metaverse. DefiKingoms metaverse. Technically, it is, but it isn't. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking true metaverse where everyone wants to get involved. It's just not some game. Speaking of games, DefiKindoms quest. I didn't even do my quest when I woke up this morning, so we could do that. So I used. Even calling DefiKingoms a metaverse we're stretching what I believe the true metaverse plays in the future is. Let me give you a little peek into the future. When I look at metaverse, I'm thinking, what is big money? What is big money going to be doing? What are they going to try and capture when it comes to the metaverse? Those are the metaverse plays I want to be in. I want to be in the blue chip metaverse. It's just like now. I want to be in the blue chip cryptos, and that's why I'm mostly heavily, Cardano, Ethereum, Bitcoin, Polkadot. If these, for example, Sand and Decentraland, I'm giving the milk away for free right now. What if Decentraland and Sandbox are successful, which I think they will? What is going to be successful with that? Ethereum, right? What metaverse plays are coming to Cardano? And there's a couple out there I got my eyes on, and those are the ones that I'm gonna, take a little swing at and do a little gambling on, just like I'm gambling on Cody right now, because I think the JED, the algorithmic stable coin on Cardano, is going to be huge, right? Getting back to Cardano. Anyway, let me take a quick look. I don't have the window. Let me see. I don't have the window to bring this up, but what's Bitcoin doing? Bitcoin's hanging around 57,000. Everything's just kind of hanging around. Cardano's at $1.57. Let's bring up the browser. Do a little DefiKingoms. We can go around the Harmony One ecosystem. What is the title? DefiKingoms Quest and Top Harmony DeFi. So I'm going to tell you, I have made some changes, and I just kind of want to update you what's going on with my strategies right now in the Harmony One ecosystem. I will save the quest towards the end, and we'll just do that. Actually, I probably should run them right now, just because they take a while, man. They take a while. So you do have to go to the beta site. Again, everything on the beta is live. It is a bit more risky, so let's go ahead and pull that up. Cornucopias is one of them. There's another one, Paella or some shit like that. I haven't bought anything yet, but I think there's going to be some really good WAGMI. Yeah, WAGMI's going ape shit, guys. WAGMI, you are currently using the beta. I understand. I need to move you guys don't see it, but I need to move this over so I don't get a creak in my neck. All right. I'm just moving the chat over. All right, so I can stay focused on one screen. Yeah, so I'm forging all this stuff, and I don't even know what it is. I did pull a really nice hero last week that I'm kind of excited about. I don't know. I'm just kind of in this phase where I'm not. Oh, hey, they didn't have any clothes on. So I did pull this really cool legendary. I didn't get a summoner, right? Me and my boy Fifi, I didn't get a summoner, but I did get a legendary. I'm holding off on trying to sell these jewels right now. Just again, taxes, man. I just kind of want to make it to the end of the year without increasing my tax bill too much. I watched Toss last night, and he was saying we should probably sell all these early items. Maybe. I mean, my thesis, maybe. I have no idea. Oh, these are no. Yeah, but Frisky, I man, I got a little bit of the yips. All right, so Frisky or Tango, I don't know, one of those dudes. They're like, these are your items, do whatever you want, but these items are going to have a lot of value in the future. So that's straight from the team. I mean, he dropped a major hint, like, and I don't even know how you sell these items. Yeah, so the trader, you go to the trader. So this is what I've gotten so far. I'm holding on to. I mean, it's like, what are these items really? Are they going to make you a millionaire overnight? Let's see what happens if we need them for the game to enjoy the game, right? Yeah, on the beta, it's Trezor, go to the announcements down below in the Discord. Speaking of which, I should do the old join the Discord, help my Harmony One validator out. Let's just get a quick copy and paste. I don't promote my validator enough, but that's just kind of the way I roll. I don't like doing that type of stuff. There's talk of guilds. We're working on forming a guild. Hugo in the house. Dude, like, what? All right, so where do you go? I looked. So these are the items I've gotten so far. These are the items I've gotten so far: fishing and foraging. Frisky or Tango, one of those guys said these items are gonna have. And to me, that's the most exciting news, seeing this type of stuff. So it's starting to feel a much more like a game, right? I'm just like, oh, that's cool. You can send all 6. I got to wait 8 minutes. Are you kidding me? But they come back with items. And honestly, that's not a whole lot different than like when you played World of Warcraft and you would just walk around and slash and grind and you can die and all this. So it's starting to get exciting. They're starting to add a lot of items to the game. A lot of dynamics coming here. Yeah, crafting. I think so too. I mean, there's going to be a lot of stuff that comes with this. And I'm excited. And then with this, again, I'm just stacking jewels. I'm doing everything I can to stack as many jewels as I can because I think the real opportunity is going to be there for us when we go cross-chain. It'll be interesting to see how quickly they go cross-chain. I think it's probably going to be a balance of just trying to keep jewel, make sure the price of jewel doesn't crash. So we'll have to see how that works out. Sell it for jewel, compound back into LP, and Bryn. So that's kind of what I've been doing in general without the items. I have no idea. Where do you sell these? Trade? No. You're in like the marketplace. Marketplace will get flooded with all that. Maybe. Where do you sell this stuff? Look at this, guys. You're seeing a new pool here I got into. We're going to talk about this a little bit today. So how do you even sell these items? In trader. I'm in trade. Trade. They show up in here? Oh, wow. Is this it? This is really freaking cool. Really freaking cool. What do I even, does it show me what I have? Yep, yeah, it does. Wow. Wow. Coink, man, I gotta tell you, so I was checking out the next DefiKingoms might be a title of a video this week too. We can talk about Cosmic and Freyala. I am kind of looking for what other opportunity there is out there. Again, giving the milk away for free. I don't know that anyone can catch DefiKingoms right now. So what is something like this trade for? What do we trade? How many Harmony One can I get for it? Max? Like, what are the markets like? I can't get anything. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Wow, I can get 2.431 for that. Interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna let these markets play out for a while. Again, it's not like I'm gonna get rich off selling my items. I'm not here to. Yeah, I don't know anything about Cosmic other than the druids and land, right? Or not druids, wizards, and everyone likes a wizard. There's a lot of people out there that like wizards. Friala is another one I'm kind of interested in, but there's some weirdness going on there too. And I'm not saying it won't be. It won't be. Their Friala NFTs are kind of cool looking. I don't know if you guys remember like Space Ace or whatever, Dragon's Lair. They look a little Dragon's Lairy. There's some weird. So the Coink in it, the piggy NFTs, Coink or whatever. Those NFTs in general are kind of weird. They're pigs, toaster pigs, and then you can use those and buy those. So that seems a little. And I'm not saying these won't be successful. I have no idea. It's just that like DefiKingoms is doing things so good, and these items and these quests that are coming in right now, man, that they are firing on all cylinders. Even my nuts got a little papery this weekend because the price of Jewel was tanking. I'm just like, man, is this it? Is the bridge over this year? Tan Wars. What's Tan Wars? If you have Forge, you're going a quest when after the quest it will have 4 left and then 10. Oh wow. Man, that's a little too so there's a problem. I don't have any foragers. I have one fisher and most of the characters I make, I'm not sure what PP. I'll have to check the next time I do a summon with them what the class is, because most of mine are miners. And I think the mining and the other, what's the other one? The other quest, mining and something else is coming in a couple weeks. But so you know what? One of my ideas is there needs to be a trade exchange, right? I need any app developers out there. Let's build a way for you to trade your character with someone else in a way that, like, you know, you charge a jewel or something, you know, just a small amount of fee to handle the escrow. You put up your asset that you know you could put up, like, say you want to trade a legendary for like 4 rares or something, or 1 for 1, and then it just handles the swap for you and a buying and selling market, I guess. You know, I mean, there'd be ways to monetize that, but I do think a really good way to trade, and maybe even as DefiKingoms mentioned that, yeah, trading would be awesome, because I would love to be able to trade some of my characters. I mean, just straight across. And I would pay a fee to do this. I don't, a jewel, or 2 jewels, or something like that. Like, oh yeah, you know, I don't need this priest. I've already got. Well, actually, this priest. I'm curious to see how like a level 1 priest that is going to compare to like your Gen 0. For example, not even that, like my legendary Gen 1 wizard paladin or my level 1 ninja is going to compare to like a Gen 0 priest. But I would, as I shit these out, instead of selling it, I would love to trade it for an asset that would give me a benefit in the game, right? There's going to be min-maxing with your characters and your teams. PvP, PvE, and all this is coming. So you're going to want to, I know a lot of people out there are just selling, but eventually there's going to be this huge demand and different team optimizations. And this happens with every game. Like, this team seems overpowered and then someone figures it out, and rebalancing and all this. But the ability for me to, you know, because most of my tunes that you can flip all now, which is pretty cool, but most of my tunes come out miners. So I don't know, the Fifi's wizard that I summon with, I wonder if he's a miner too. But I keep getting miners, and I would love some other characters, you know, and then you can, if you're really good at this, you try and trade for example, a forager and the stats that go good with foragers, and there could be a whole market to just take advantage of right there. 8-1. Let's see. You've earned 8-1 from foraging just by like you just sell the items. There will be no demand for these items you get for free. I disagree, man. A lot of that's going to come down to it's going to come down to the adoption and the utility it has in the game, right? There's most DeFi, the problem with most DeFi is this token that you farm has no utility. That's one of the, dude, DefiKingoms is breaking DeFi. It is because there is crazy utility in Jewel. There's going to be crazy utility in all this stuff. And, you know, so we'll have to see how it plays out. And again, I mean, there's nothing wrong with doing what you're doing. Like if you're selling everything, you're making money, you're building your, at the end of the day, if you're more of a Harmony 1 maxi, and the more, that's the thing, the more successful this game is, the more successful Harmony 1's going to be because more TVL is going to come in. 8-1, that's pretty good, man. Yeah, I'm just going to farm them. I'm not even worried about right now. It's just like a lot of the other stuff in Harmony 1. We all going to make it. We're going to stake it till we make it. We're going to eat steak for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Anyway, I would love to have a trading system. I don't know if the team has got anything in the works on something like that. If you have a, yeah, all right, there was first game officially backed by Phantom Foundation, might be a good time to enter if you still got time. What game was that? Did you mention that? Let's see. First game officially, I'm not sure what game that was. yeah. So, Brian, you get it, man. That's the problem with these farm tokens. They don't, the only value they have is you sell them, right? Even, does Uniswap? Uniswap has no utility. I bought Uniswap before I understood it. I was pretty hyped on SushiSwap for a while because, you know, I like a lot of what they're doing, but then now you look at it, they're going cross chain everywhere, and that's more of a downside because you're not going to get as good interest on earning it. They're in the utility. I think there'll be utility with their NFT marketplace and etc. coming out. I'm really curious. Oh, Tan Wars, is that a game on Phantom? I'm waiting to the beginning of the year for like Phantom and AVAX. There's some other stuff I want to get into. I did so what I've been doing. All right, let's get some quests going, and then I'll show you what I've been doing. I'll show you what I've been doing with DefiKingoms. All right, so I only have one Fisher. Tankwars.zone. Let me pull that up in another browser so that I can take a look at that. I'm gonna any future games I get into, do they have DeFi? You know what I'm saying? The problem with a lot of these games coming out, it's going to be literally the adoption rate. If you really look at what DefiKingoms is doing with how they're making utility out of the tokens, like what's gold going to do? All these different items. This could be. Honestly, I do think this is going to be the number one game here pretty soon, and it has so much potential. And that's a big statement to make. So there's going to be, this is going to fork off into basically two different worlds and realities, most likely. You're going to have they're just games, right? Games are going to come out, and there's going to be a lot of different strategies that we're going to have to watch out for. And we're going to have to see how these things evolve and develop, because right now, we're not really seeing anything in the way of next gen games. Even with these metaverses, you see, like they're showing the alpha of the sandbox, and it's kind of like we're going back in time. We're going back in time with the graphics, and there's a lot of things you got to think about with these metaverses. Like, how do they pay for all this processing power? That's a lot of money, right? That's a lot of money. Anyway, let's get these sent off. So I'm going to do, I don't know. I guess I'm just going to do half my tunes one and half the other. Obviously I'm going to do, where is my ninja? Oh, there we go. So we're going to select that one. We'll select that one. We'll select that one. I don't know why these need to take so long. I'm not sure why they implemented such a long timer. Well, that wasn't a lot of fun. Boom, boom, boom. Continue. Begin. And then I'll send off. Hopefully I did the right one. I'm pretty sure I did. All right, we'll do the other one. We'll wait for these to update because 3 of them should come off the board right now. They will make it a blue chip. It is only one backed by the foundation itself. Yeah, I'm going to check this out. Tank Wars. Let's see. How soon is the pre-sale? All right, on a quest, we're going to go boom, boom, boom. Nice, nice. I don't even want DefiKingoms to go cross-chain until like after the beginning of the year, or I'm okay with them getting the yield farms up and going cross-chain, right? To get some low yield, but their plan is you have to stake Jewel, so it's going to be. So they're probably waiting on the bridge and a few things like that. And again, I think they're just trying to time it to make sure that to maximize the utility of Jewel, to just kind of keep the price of Jewel stable. End of Q4. Nice. Nice. I'm bridging some FT. How do you, so can you farm Jewel on FTM already? Is there higher interest? And I'm not the only, yeah, I trust you. Can you farm Jewel on FTM already? Because that wouldn't, I don't have any money though. Like, I'm broke, guys. I'm freaking broke. I am freaking broke. All right. What was I going to do? All right. So what I've been doing is I've been funneling everything I can back into DefiKingoms. So I'm taking some of my jewels and then I just, we need to refresh this. So last night, you know, I scratched 2 itches with one LP last night because I bought me a couple AVAX, right? Just enough for me to say, I own some AVAX right now because I've missed out on all that sweet, juicy AVAX, yield farming that's been going on. So I took taking profits out of, and it's got a really good interest. So I took some profits, sold some Jewel into AVAX, and then I provided liquidity with that. I'm taking my MIS out of Artemis, and I am putting that into a liquidity pool with Jewel. Microsoft calling me. They can wait. Don't they know it's 7 a.m.? I don't want to work on that problem right now. All right, so right now I'm just putting everything back into the liquidity pools. I'm holding some Jewel back to do summons. And I'm gonna continue to build this. I'm trying not to worry too much about the price of Jewel, whether it goes up or it goes down. If it stays within $5 to $10 and we're making great interest, let's go for it. So I had been in the Jewel. Most of my stuff is in the Jewel 1 pool, but the interest on this is kind of going down. But overall, I'm still very bullish, both tokens, Jewel and 1. That LP has taken a bit of a hit. Let's take a look, you know, because the price of 1 and the price of Jewel did go down during this. 2x your LP in 30 days and boom, you can bridge it back on. What is Opera? I agree. Nigel says DFK going cross-chain is extremely bullish. AF. You'll have to bridge Jewel to get the new token. Yep. I think Gen Zeros will easily hold their value. The amount, I mean, think about it. So it's going to be very interesting though. It's going to be, oh, it's an Opera chain. Yeah, DeFi is in such its infancy. It's really interesting to see how these like own plays, like these are like next gen DeFi, to see how these pan out. But I'm very bullish DeFi, whether it's bull market, bear market. You're farming, you're earning. You can farm in a bear market and still earn, even if you're only earning 10, 15, 20% interest on just like stables. I love farming 2 assets. I'm very bullish when it's cheap. You know, you dollar cost, and this is just part of how I diversify some of my strategy. There's going to be a bull market, bear market, but bear markets to me are accumulation opportunities. So you start accumulating the stuff that you really think is going to make a comeback. And for me, I don't see my thesis changing, and Cardano DeFi is coming soon. So I'll be continuing to accumulate Cardano during bear markets, yield farming with it, earning, if you want, you can just earn the house token. If you see like Sunday Swap, I don't know what utility their token's going to have. So you can just immediately sell it and buy more, Cardano with it and accumulate the underlying blue chip that you think is going to go to the moon. So I love DeFi farming when times are bad, because you can get into two assets, and if you pick two assets really well, they're both going to go up in value, right? And the impermanent loss, I don't really worry about impermanent loss for the most part. Again, I worry about permanent loss. One of them tokens goes to zero, it goes to zero. It's a diversification. I kind of look at it like a covered call. You're guaranteed earning this percentage versus, just YOLOing in the coin. So, and it soothes that itch. For me, it soothes that itch of just staying active and doing things. As a trader, you always feel like you got to be trading. So DeFi really soothes that itch. Like you feel like you're accomplishing something when you go with it. All right. So my biggest pool is the Jewel one. I think this was at a high of like 15 or 16,000. It's had a little pullback. It's still earning really well. The interest has come down. So it has come down to 835%. So I'm taking my earnings. Like I said, I'm holding enough Jewel back to continue to be able to summon every 6 days or so. So I do have to, and there's other ways to earn Jewel, right? Like I rent out summons, or I might sell a card here and there. And then I'm just putting these back into I'm YOLOing it back into the farm. I'm taking my Artemis earnings and I'm putting that into the Artemis, and I built that up. So where's that at? The UST Jewel. I brought some money over from Anchor to buy a bunch of jewels to stake for the land. And the money left over, I'm farming. Yeah, I'm trying to farm as much jewel as I can, because I do think there's going to be a huge opportunity when this goes cross-chain to stake your jewels over there and go green eggs and MF ham on the yield farm on the new chain. Just think about, it's giving you a second shot. It's giving you a second shot to get in DefiKingoms in the beginning. And the chain that they go to, it doesn't matter what chain. Is it Matic? Is it Phantom? Is it AVAX? They all got so much more TVL, dude. The amount of money that is likely to flood into DefiKingoms. Like, which one you go first? You go AVAX, right? You just go straight for the jugular. Aren't they the biggest TVO? And that's the thing, and that's why I'm not worried about Gen Zeros losing their value. Speaking of which, man, they're already at like half off right now. I think Gen Zeros are already half off compared to their peak. Let's see how it's probably made a little bit of comeback because Jewel has come back a little. Because Jewel was down to below $7 at one point, wasn't it? Like 690, something like that. So what is the cheapest Gen Zero right now? Probably around 50,000. That seems to be right around, I think I got a little bit lower. All right. There's going to be no ninjas. Let's try this again. 55, 40, yeah, 40. So 44,000. That's pretty low. Like I bet this one doesn't even last long. We'll see, because that's 500 below. This is more around what I would expect it to see. If I had 5,500 jewels, I wouldn't buy that, because I don't want another priest. I want a wizard. Man, the wizards. There we go. I'm 73. You're already at like 50, almost 60,000. So these did hit a peak of around 70, 80,000, 85,000 at one point. Here, well, these are one of these games you can play, just regular buying and selling of NFTs. These will go back up if the market goes back up. If the market goes back down, these will probably go down with it. Anyway, I don't think Gen Zeros overall, I think they're going to hold their value for a while as they go cross chain, because there's going to be 2, 3, 4, 5 times the liquidity that's going to come in. The demand, there's going to be a massive demand for in my opinion, for Gen Zeros on another chain, especially if it's Avalanche or Matic, man, both of those are going to be huge. Phantom is bigger than Harmony One, but with Avalanche and Matic, you're talking. Avalanche is probably the biggest one right now, right? Let me take a quick look. I'm not even sure. But the TVL on Harmony One hasn't even hit 1 billion yet, and the TVL on Avalanche and Matic multi-billion. So Avalanche is the 11th overall. So you know what? If I had to bet, I would bet they're going Avalanche next. Terra Luna was another one mentioned too, right? So we'll have to see, but I'm trying to stack as many jewels as I can. So I'm just putting everything back in. I'm taking my Artemis. I'm putting it into the Artemis pool. What else do we got? Right now, the reason I picked Avalanche to soothe the itch of owning some Avalanche. I like Luna too, so I like all these new ones, but the thing I liked is Matic and Avalanche. And it's about getting as many jewels as I can right now. So the Avalanche pool, I'm bullish the asset, I'm bullish jewel. I've already built up about $561 in LP there. The interest was over 1,000% yesterday. It's still holding around that. And these are going to go up and are going to mostly go down as more liquidity comes in. So I might add a little, right now the Matic pool would be a good one, but you're only talking about 30-40%. Either way, long story short, I'm YOLOing right back into the pools. I'm YOLOing right back into the pools. Yeah, AVAC's biggest, but man, it's an expensive chain. Not the best product, just a lot of VCs. Interesting. Well, I do know then maybe not, man, because it's a smart team over there. So I'm sure they'll pick the right strategic choice. All right, so that's it for, actually, let's see how the quest is doing. It's probably time complete. Let's see what goodies we got. Now, the rest of DeFi and Harmony One, I'm in reverse. Reverse is really just getting hamskied still. I'm not really sure what's going on. The experience is a lot better over here versus the wishing well too, right? That's one thing I've kind of noticed. Which one did I do? So like I said, what is going on, man? Am I out of RAM? Am I out of memory? All right, reverse it's down to like $1.15. The clear winner between these ohm protocols has been Euphoria. One point I really want to make across is, and we've already kind of talked about it again, DeFi, man, there's not the farm token. What value does the farm token have? And out of all these are all very, very risky plays. Curve is obviously blue chip. Sushi is obviously blue chip. But what all these other tokens, you're going to hear a lot of great things, but what value are they going to bring? So for me, DefiKingoms and the Jewel, they're breaking DeFi. They're bringing a lot of utility to the tokens. Fuzz is the only one out there. And yeah, reverse has been such a, but we got WAGMI. Like, here's the thing about WAGMI. All right. So between me and you guys, and I try not to talk badly about any of these projects because I know some of you are in them, but if I'm being 100% honest with you, the only other, and I'm not talking about Sushi Swap and Curve, just take them out of it because those are blue chip. The only other play on Harmony One that I have any bit of faith in is Fuzz, and even that one is like, you know, he's got ambitions, but you know, pulling off online gambling this early into the game, it's going to be interesting. I do think he has the muster to pull it off, but as far as I can tell, it's only one guy, man. He needs to get a bigger team. And then is the Fuzz token going to have utility in all this, right? Are you going to gamble with Fuzz? He's also got lending and borrowing coming. So at the end of the day, I'm not married to any of these farms, and the only ones I'm really bullish on, really truly bullish on, is Fuzz and DefiKingoms. There are things about Artemis that are big red flags to me. I wish them all the best. They might succeed. I'm continuing to farm over there, but it's a much smaller amount. They feel like it just feels a little bit too like, are they really? It feels a little bit cash grabby, if I'm being honest, because there's a lot of buzzwords over here. Not enough memory. How is that even possible? They're doing a lot of the IDOs, and this reverse is the same people, right? So the only launch pad that I know that they've done is their own token, and even that one's kind of shit the bed. So that's a little bit of a red flag. I pointed out that their white papers are kind of a mess, and even the email address and things. So again, I wish them all the best. I'm continuing to farm over there. Artemis has done well. I've done well in Artemis, right? Even reverse, I can't complain. I'm not down in reverse. It just hasn't done well, right? And again, I'm not trying to shit on Artemis. I'm just saying I'm being 100% real with you. DefiKingoms, hands down, the most bullish I am. And it doesn't matter what I think or do, right? This is just, and not fun. This is just the one that I have the most faith in. The DefiKingoms, again, Jewel could crash. There could be a massive amount of VC liquidity in DefiKingoms, and that they'd just be like, we're going to pull the plug. Now, I don't think that's the case. And in fact, I'm not sure how much VC money would even be in DefiKingoms because of the whole Chainlink oracles, which are coming soon. And I think is going to be very bullish for Harmony One. I'm just letting you know how I feel. The Viper swap in Euphoria. Dude, I love me some We All Gonna Make It, but the only reason I love it is because I'm up so big, right? I'm up. So on this, I'm up. I put $1,000 in. I basically 5x my money. I legit kind of just want to take it out because it's tough. It's tough, but I've committed to holding into this. I'm at least going to hold into it for through the end of the year and hope it continues to go up. I'm going to continue to stake it till we make it. But there's some red flags over here. Right, this bro is from Viper Swap. As far as I know, they're not doing a whole lot of things in Viper Swap, and this is his new focus. It feels a little cash grabby. These whole own protocols feel a little because it's very early. We don't know how these things are going to work out. I have looked at what they're doing, and it does make more sense than a lot of like the older DeFi. DeFi is going to evolve. This may be the future DeFi. I don't know, but when you're up 5x, it's kind of hard not to, like, maybe I should take my initial investment off, but I'm not going to. It's a launch pad, no utility except for, yeah, guys. So my philosophy is my yield farming philosophy up until DefiKingoms. And that's one of the big reasons, like early on in the year, and a few people were upset because I took a bunch of money out of DefiKingoms, and I'm just like, guys, these yield farms, go look at, if you go look at, for example, Matic, like does anyone know what is the premier yield farm on Matic? But look at this, so many, like they just come and go. They're cash grabs for the most part. And if you're smart, you'll pick good ones. You'll get in early. You'll make a little money and you bounce. But I mean, this is coming to Harmony One, right? So all I'm saying is be careful. Be careful because there's gonna be more rug pulls. We've already seen some rug pulls. I don't know. It's looking like, what is it, Adina the rabbit? That's looking like at least a soft rug pull at this point. Yeah, that's Brent's all-in Jewel. It's utility all-in Jewel. Again, he said it, and I couldn't agree with him more. DefiKingoms is they broke the code. They figured out how to make the farm token have real, actual utility. And they keep groundbreaking how they make that farm token have actual utility. My biggest concern with DefiKingoms was the amount of jewels, right? So, and it's the same kind of with Viper Swap. You're having all these locked tokens. You're earning the total supply is 294 million, but there's only 56 million circulating. What's going to happen when this starts unlocking? Well, I'll tell you what's going to happen. It's going to tank. Generally, that's what you would expect. It's going to tank, but again, they keep breaking the code. I think about this all the time. What yield farm could I create, but the token has utility? I'm thinking about that all. That's how I put myself to sleep at night. Like, I would love to come out with the yield farm, but I want the token to have, they've done it, right? They've done it. Now the gameplay, it's evolving. We'll have to see how that plays out, but the token has crazy utility and it is gamifying DeFi. And so the thing with this emission rate and the thing that concerns me is when this thing starts unlocking again, I would expect the token to start tanking. But because they put so much freaking utility into the token, and it's tough, even as a Gen Zero, it's tough. I have $30,000 yield farming on Jewel, and it's barely enough to sustain, my ability to summon heroes. It's a lot of work. So it takes a lot of work and a spinning of a lot of jewels to make that happen. So even as the tokens unlock, they're going to continue to add items to the game. They're going to continue to add a lot of things to the game that you're going to want to have all these jewels to spend on. So I think that as in more adoption and all this new adoption coming in, dude, the bridge is over, right? Over half of the jewels already been farmed. So all this adoption coming in, even cross-chain, there's going to be utility. You're going to be able to move your heroes and someone over here and someone over here. But the biggest thing is you're going to need your jewel in the next chain. And I would imagine like the third chain, you're going to need both power tokens to farm it. So the utility is going to be there for a long time. So it's very early and I'm very bullish on this game. Arab in the house. How you doing, brother? Wells will dump eventually. Yeah, but we got time. So let's get in while we fit in. I agree. You need ways to burn more organically. We'll have to see how they do that going forward, because it's kind of a give and take. Have enough money to develop the game versus burning the token. But I've had a lot of doubts with DefiKingoms here and there, and I got to tell you, the team's addressed it very well so far. So one of my concerns is how much money is going to certain parts of their organization. But these fears have grown. They've been minimized just by the fact of how well they've done it. All right, I don't know. So kind of my mare. Let's take a quick look. This is taking a little bit of a hit. But I'm still, I don't know, I'm still kind of broke even. So real quickly, we'll do some Elrond Gold. See how this is doing, and then we'll go ahead and wrap this up. I was going to try and make these streams like 30 minutes to an hour, but you guys you get me going. I can't help myself. Although I do feel a little off today, if I'm being quite honest. That 4-day weekend, a little out of practice. Be sure, if you haven't, hit those like buttons, hit those subscribe buttons. We had I didn't know if I was going to hit the, let's see what the count's at. We were right at 1,000. It got me up to 9. Yeah, see, it rug pulled me. So it was at 999 at one point, and then it went back down. I think what's going to happen, I'm going to hit 1,000. The YouTube is going to come in and search for all these bots, and that's going to knock me down to like 950 and really suck the wind out of me. But we'll see how it plays out. All right, so real quick, let's take a look at how my Elrond Gold yield farming is going, and then we can wrap this up. I'm up to about 240,000 mechs staked. I put about $700 into this. Elrond Gold and mechs is down probably like 50% since last week, so that's not helping things out really well. But I put my money in, and I already said I'm just gonna let this go for a long time. Retro in the house. How you doing, brother? Yeah, 2 away. When I hit, so I have my normal YouTube where I just use to like browse on it, and I'm like, yeah, I could I'm not a subscriber to myself. Like, I don't even have, so I could have subscribed to hit that 1K, but I didn't. We're gonna keep it legit over here. Anyway, I put about $700 into this eGold EMAX. That LP's down to about 476, but I've earned 100. So overall, I don't know, I'm probably down like 20, 50 bucks, but I'm just going to continue to farm Mex. Check this in a year or so. Maybe it goes to zero. Maybe we make some money. And it's a learning experience. Yeah, keep it legit. Retro knows what's up. Keep it legit. I want to earn that 1,000. I want to earn that 1,000. No, I'm going to go out. I'm going to go out and make 20 YouTube alt accounts and just subscribe to myself and just give me a night. No, I'm kidding. All right, let's go ahead and do this move. Now, once I do this move, guys, so if there's anything you want me to talk about before I do this move, because once I do this move, I'm committed. I'm committed. All right, like I said, I got a lot of big things in store this weekend. We'll be talking more about the metaverse. We'll always be talking about Harmony One. I can't wait. Cardano is always going to be a topic. The Cardano yield farming is coming. The Cardano opportunity, I think, is probably one of the best opportunities right out there right now. Actually, real quick before I sign off, what was the price of Harmony One? I have no idea. It held pretty good. It held pretty good. I don't even have it up on my... You guys can't see what I'm doing, but I'm just taking a quick look. The overall market cap, down a bit. We need that to come up. Harmony was around 26 cents, right? Which is pretty, it's holding, yeah, 26,457. It's holding above the Fibonacci of its recent all-time high. So Harmony One overall held really good during this ugly downturn. It didn't go below its recent, all-time high of around 22 cents. So if we get a turnaround, I do think we could see our way up to 50 cents here pretty soon. Like I said, I do have a lot of good things planned this week. We're going to talk about the metaverse. We're going to talk about, definitely talk about the metaverse more. I think there's a lot of opportunity in the metaverse, and I am looking to buy land in the metaverse. I'm going to wait for the bear. I'm going to wait for things to get bloody right now. Everyone's talking about, the huge opportunity, and they might be right short term. They might be right short term, where this land could continue to go crazy in the short term, the next few months or so. But it, just like cryptocurrency in general, if this bear market comes, everything's going to be on sale again. So I'm just trying to be patient. I'm trying to watch my tax situation. I'm trying to keep all the stuff I've had long term. And then once we get into long term capital gains, I already did them, Nick. I already did them. Yeah, it's back in the video a little bit. So I do think the best opportunity over the next 5 to 10 years will be the right metaverse plays. And I think one of the best opportunities in this metaverse isn't even on the blockchain right now. So you're going to want to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss that. Anyway, I'm going to get to work. Got to get back to that grind. We got 4 weeks until Christmas. This is some of the most stressful time of the year. We would love the whales. Come on, whales. Let's pump this crypto up. Let's make this already stressful time a little bit more enjoyable for us. Maybe even give us Christmas and New Year's this time. Give us Christmas and New Year's, and then let's get us into January. Markets are looking fairly stable right now, but it could go either way. Who's going to be right? Is it going to be crypto savvy, or is it going to be big boy? I don't know. I'm betting on big boy because, I want crypto to go up. Anyway, that grind's coming. We got 4 weeks till Christmas, so I got 4 long weeks, and I'll be on vacation over Christmas. But while I'm on vacation, I will still be streaming and improving the channel. I'm going to wrap this up. I'll be back 6:25 a.m. PST. Be there, be square. Love you all. And Rex, perfect timing, bro. Peace.